cohort, we're here for the stream. Gonna be doing Saturday morning DCS with a mission that I put together last night at great expense. I say that it really didn't cost me anything. Called Noble Champion, where we're going to be doing a rescue in the area of Damascus at the Presidential Palace. That's gonna be the rotor's job. While we're gonna be up on strike duty in the F-15. Let's go ahead and get flipped over, get logged into the server, and get started there. Pull up the old Twitch there. DCS should be popping up in just a moment. I want to thank everybody for watching here this morning with everybody. A good time. Got ourselves some coffee this morning. People I know that are in the server and should be flying with us today are going to be Chief and Chief CPG Frost. We also have Prius from the Hornet flight. And Nixon should be coming up. The confirmed ones I have. Any number of other folks might be along for the ride too. It slowly loads all my textures in here. I'll go and get her started up.
Low altitude, low altitude.
Thank you, Chief. Glad to have you along for the ride. Programs are set. It's going to start the alignment for the jet. And we'll go ahead and we'll get this road on the show. Transponders are set. Back seats as configured as I need it to be.
Overlord 1-1, airborne.
Radio check 1275. I think that was 266. Sure was.
Good check on 1275, MCOM.
You know what it is? That's on. Just about ready to taxi.
Yeah, the traffic on the carrier on the boat's almost done.
Okay, let's get the chocks off the jet.
Remove the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Overlord 1-1, passing waypoint.
Let's see if I had my other Strike Eagle friends on. They'd have spawned here right here with me. And I'm heading the wrong way, but that's okay. We got high gain steering and we can turn around. Out here on this tarmac by itself would have been one of the F-16 spawns if we had a player F-16 up. Hangar there would be the other one. Put ourselves in an autopilot cruise here for a moment while we're climbing out. Take a minute and set up our JDAMs. Got 3 known target objectives. Those are my 3 attack waypoints. And our JDAMs are programmed and ready for action. So I can go ahead and get off the smart weapons page. We'll go back to navigation mode. We're 16 miles behind our tanker. And now that we're kind of on our way, go ahead and hit the F10 map here, get the overhead view, and kind of show you what we're doing today. We've got a big old Alpha strike heading out. Got a very busy carrier here. We got a little helicopter that's kind of keeping station, the whole fleet, people on recovery, and an outgoing strike. Got our rotor friends here at the FARP. Their goal is to get over here, knock out an EWR if they can, and provide local defense for this group of infantry here that needs picked up, comprising of the U.S. ambassador, the Syrian president, and the Marine detachment sent in to get them. This facility is currently threatened and by militant groups that are running in from the city of Damascus themselves to try and take them on. It's important that we get them out. Rotors are going to have to fly in, pick them up, and then turn around and come back to the Tarawa that's parked just outside the international boundary. Thanks for following there, Simon Bruh. So they will go in, they will accomplish that mission and get out. Our mission in the Strike Eagle, we're joining the Air Force package here. We have some seed elements that are up front, some cap elements that'll help protect us there in case the Syrians decide they're going to throw some aircraft at us. And we have the support group comprised of our AWACS and both an MPRS tanker for the Hornets, because their recovery tanker out here really doesn't have a whole lot of gas to keep them going. It'll be enough to top them off while they're on the way there, but then he will have to turn around and go back home, so the MPRS will take over refueling duties down here in the zone, kind of over the top of Tarawa, which is where those aircraft are going to park themselves. Our job, on the F-15, we're going to come on down here near the area of Damascus, and we have our 3 targets in the city, which are a chemical production facility, chemical refinement facility, and the master offices where a lot of the proper information is done. Oh, damn it, I forgot the donut for him. That's right, I'm sure he'll make do with the helicopter. All of this is kind of going on at the same time. We've got seed elements that are going to knock out whatever SAMs are down there, or distract them long enough for us to be able to get in. We're going to be doing a low-level penetration once we get into the zone. So it's going to be very high speed, very low, probably use the TFR to get in and out. I might fly it by hand too, just kind of see where things are going. Strike our targets, and then once we're done with that, we do have Mark 82s on board where we can lend a hand with whatever's going on up here to try and protect the presidential palace from all the other folks that are coming up. Mission's complete when the primary objective of getting the diplomats and stuff out is done. The secondary objective is the different chemical facilities that are there, and the tertiary objective is knocking out whatever forces are present. So we've got a lovely one here for the stream this morning. Should be a good time. The mission started at 16:30 local, so there's a chance it might be a little dark on the way back, which will be fun. Nothing wrong with a little light landing. But since we're here getting out of Turkish airspace and getting a little closer to our tanker, we will go ahead and contact him, top off the fuel there, and continue pushing down into the zone.
Texaco 1-1, Uzi 2-1, request rejoin. Uzi 2-1, Texaco 1-1, proceed to pre-contact at 15,000 at 400.
We got a fast tank. That's kind of the point. 7 miles out. I'll get a plane in hand, and we'll begin our descent. It should be the MPRS there. Oh, that's right. They're climbing up to like 23 for their and I was looking at the AWACS and not the actual tanker I needed. Hey, bud. Approaching you from the wrong side. Sorry about that.
check on IMCOM.
Tankers are going to be flying down there and getting to their support loop as we get closer to the zone, so don't have to worry about him turning here or anything. I'll admit sometimes it makes it easier to catch him in a turn. So he's doing about 320 knots indicated at this altitude. Let's go ahead and cozy on up and get connected.
Ready for contact. Cleared contact. Contact. You're taking fuel. Return free contact. Contact. You're taking fuel. Return free contact.
Got a little too close to him there.
Try to trade 1275 for well,
Go for pylon.
are we supposed to wipe the EWR or is that you guys?
You can take the EWR.
Oh yeah.
Almost done.
Return free contact. Contact. You're taking fuel.
Say the magic words for me, tanker.
Shack EWR.
Okay, they're putting on the work.
Transfer complete.
There we go.
Disconnect.
30 miles to go. "205 is refueled 30 miles from objective area." And got a little bit of altitude here as we cruise out. Since I'm not waiting on Trigger or anybody else really. Looks like a lot of our people are on station. That's good. Hornet seed element is opening up. All of our strike elements should be hitting at just about the same time. That said, I'm not seeing anything AWACS-wise. He should be just about on station. Maybe he'll start up here in just a minute. His radar is emitting, nothing else. Alright. Master arm is on. 205 pushing in low level. Beginning offset and then beginning strike.
Overlord 1-1, passing waypoint 3 at 30,000. Overlord 1-1, on station at Bulls 313 for 70 at 30,000.
Okay, Overlord is actually up. Now we burn a lot of gas to get to where we're going. .205 MCOM estimate about 10 minutes to weapons release.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
A little different being this low to the ground and not in a helicopter and cruising this fast. Fuel's looking good, so I got 20,000.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Okay, let's go ahead and start turning for steer point 5. The friendly Hornet gang is doing their thing. I have to double check that AWACS is en route tasking because it might not have the AWACS feature turned on in the mission editor. It'd be good for a revision edit to this one. Lost some airspeed there, it's going to pick that up. Nails, MiG-29 or 27 radar. It's out to the east. suppose it's Su-27 rather than MiG-27. It's a whole different beast. Gotta be looked through. Nails MiG-23, same vector.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Looks like somebody else's splash damage
Pull up,
managed to
pull
help
up,
us
pull
out
up,
there.
pull up.
That's alright. We're still going to drop our bombs as planned. Still got at least one more target out there too. Though I have the distinct impression I'm actually being tracked at the moment.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
We'll keep pushing, see if we can break contact. In hot for attack waypoint, in for 4 minutes. Set throttle up here a little bit. 45 miles, and folks counting on us to get there. little more turn authority than I'm getting.
MCOM Coyote, additional enemy forces, light mechanized armor, east of Palace, foothills.
Roger, as soon as I hit the strike targets, I'll be up with 82s to help you. Oh wow, looks like the Eagles have cleaned house. Might have to add an additional attack group in there to actually threaten the place a little bit. Good notes for a future replay. Living that glamorous low-level strike legal life. $12 miles.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
Pickle all 3 JDAMs. Alright, Coyote, I'm on station overhead.
Copy, we're mop up below CT-76 and we should be clear to land. MCOM Coyote, all targets around the palace destroyed. Are we clear to land?
Clear to land, make the pickup.
MCOM Wait 1, I took a surprise tank shell. It missed me, but we're looking for him. MCOM Coyote 1, target destroyed. We're ready to land. Are we clear?
Clear to land.
That's it.
Must have been already dead T-72s. Let's go ahead and go up. Uh-oh, Prius disconnected. Maintain an orbit here, we got plenty of gas.
Well, just watch out for man pads. There's a couple strike targets we saw missiles coming better from the F-16s. The city is not clear man pads for sure.
Roger, maintaining decent orbit.
Stay above 14,000.
MCOM, the troops inside the palace, stay outside.
Should be right in the parking lot there next to you.
Copy.
I gave them the embark orders and everything else to anybody, so they should be available in the F7 menu.
Copy.
Yeah, visual on parking lot and the troops there. They're between the two long rectangular buildings near the forest.
5-1.
So let me know if that embarking is being a finicky thing again. Can't tell if they're actually loading or not.
Two have embarked, the rest are standing around.
Roger. Go ahead and lift. An objective should be met for that.
Give another try.
Adam, is waypoint 2 the Taro waypoint?
Correct.
Copy that. Taro's 100 kilometers away. We're gonna have to stop and fuel it with ARP.
Roger.
Comcom Coyote 1, everyone who's embarked, who is going to embark has taken off into the park.
Sounds good. Just watch for enemy players between here and there. .205 pushing off station. Okay, so the action part of the mission is done. Now we just got to get home and land.
Overlord 1-1, pushing from waypoint 3 at 30,000.
Oh god, they actually reached the proper timing there. Everybody's actually starting to fall back.
Passing waypoint 4 at 30,000.
Nice, yeah, actually doing what I needed them to do. Push off after a timetable. Should mean a lot of people are actually starting to head back to base. Oh, Prius had to dip. Okay, got it. Hope things are fine there for Prius. All right, boys, I'm on my way back cruise, so I think I will pop in the channel with you there in Discord.
Roger.
That way we can shoot the shit on the way back to the boat, or to the runway and all that. And maybe get another one of these in, or I might do some teaching stuff there, as it's only an hour into the stream right now. But we'll check in. Hello there.
Hello.
Yeah, a little simple, but
Great fun.
Yeah, no, this is actually really good. Like, well done.
yeah,
This was fun.
thank you.
I don't want to loosen up because we're still, you know,
Oh no,
in the
you're
threat zone.
you still kind of are, because there are things between you
We know.
and the tar.
Oh, and between. Yeah, I was kind of figuring you were going to do something like that, but I didn't know.
Yep.
Good. No, that's good.
I would not relax the old gimbals there until you've made it over the water.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I am very low on weapons. Low on gas. I mean, I'm not bad for fuel, but I'm not a 100-kilometer trip that good for fuel.
Right. Yep. I mean, the odds are too, because I didn't put a whole bunch of crap out there. No, it's
We may not see them, but we
it's,
might.
It's not like,
I don't know.
I went in there and went, could you tell me where all of your waypoints are going to be so I can drop things exactly and exclusively upon that route?
Jesus.
I still love so much that I just like when actually no, let's take a different route and just skimmed all of it. There was a fucking lone man pad in the middle of flat desert every like mile
Yeah.
along the path, like 20 of them. I'm like, bro.
Yep.
Thanks,
Little-
Butterfly.
Yeah, old 107th mission.
It is possible too, because I know you've actually still got the F-16s up there as well. They might actually shoot at things on the way out the door.
Yeah, they certainly made a mess. We spotted the big convoy and they freaking railed it with like a bunch of Mavericks.
Mm-hmm.
Their accuracy was shit. They were actually missing a lot of them, but
No, they
did
tried.
enough. They tried.
The thing that I'm really digging here with a
How'd you
lot
get
of
the
this.
AI to accurate to Dingus flight so well? No,
Wow. No, if I
Wow.
did that, they'd still be on the runway.
Real.
Real.
Guys, the trigger broke. The F-16 does take off. No, that's working as intended.
Oh, sad. So sad.
They're statics.
Closed working as
Yeah.
knows you found.
But no, really though, the AI, I actually made use of a different trigger option for their waypoint. Because if you give them an orbit waypoint, you can set a duration for the orbit.
Mm-hmm.
And right at the mark where I wanted the aircraft to start falling back, because the tankers are doing that right now. They were supposed to be the first ones out. The AWACS is following. The cap aircraft, the F-15s and the F-14As that are up, will hold for another 10 minutes to allow people to get out of the zone, and then they'll start falling back to their respective runways.
Honestly, throw a little randomization in here and like just a little bit, to change up some of the stuff in the city maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Can vary the threat up.
That's kind of what I was thinking, because the AI really took care of a lot of the tougher chestnuts, as it were.
Oh, and then make it to where if like a player F-16 spawns, that F-16 doesn't go up.
Mm-hmm.
Like it late activates. Like it waits like 2 minutes on mission start to see if okay, who's in. Okay, we have a Strike Eagle. Cool. So take those out. We got a couple F-16s. Cool. Take those out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of do that, and this could be a free mission easily.
Yeah.
Contact light infantry.
There you
Oh.
go.
Eyes. Pulling
It's
off.
on.
I'm just continuing on.
Yeah, taking out that the DWR denies them their only AWACS asset, so that was a good choice.
I mean, it was on our way. Stupid not to.
And I got 9,000 pounds. Yeah, let me go and take the plane in hand. I need to grab myself a sip on the way home. I spent most of that ingress at 0.97 Mach, 100 feet off the deck.
Damn.
Radical.
So
Radical indeed.
the en route tanking worked as well. I was very pleased with that. I kind of borrowed that one from El Dorado Canyon with
Nixon and Supper right here.
Okay, following you.
got some tankers that are keeping formation with everybody else. So if you just fly with the tanker, you can grab yourself a sip.
Right off our nose.
I think I see him.
Yeah, the Apaches almost didn't start. I had to use the APU bug to defeat the altitude bug.
I'll have to sit down and talk with Reb and be like, do Apaches just not operate at 5,000 feet ever?
No, it
Or in the
isn't.
cold.
Or in the cold? It's 20 degrees out. It's summer here.
No, I don't think it's, at this point, it's not temperature. I think it's altitude. Above 5,000 feet, it's just doesn't start. But it's not like in a way that it's modeled right. It definitely looks like it's a bug.
Yeah. Eagle Dynamics, bringing you the best in bugs. Fire
Right
F-18.
miss, right after Bethesda.
Honestly, what I might.
Howard?
I'm kind of inclined to say, actually, Pylum is bring the friendly FARP a little further out.
Okay.
Instead of being like 30 clicks, make it like 50.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bit more of a track.
Yeah. No,
The
that's
Gazelle will not live through this.
like
The Gazelle will keep pace fine.
I threw all of this together last night over the course of like 4 hours. So
Wow, that's impressive.
And then change up like those roaming groups a little bit, just to give them some variety. Because I noticed the pattern like within two guys. Like, okay, so yeah, 2 infantry BTR, got it.
yeah.
But like, I mean, that's polish work, right? That's small shit. Because otherwise, this is quite good, and I've enjoyed it.
Good. They gave the Hornets one of the loadouts of all times too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got wingtip 9Xs, like you do. The next pylon in is 4 JDAMs. The next pylon in on that, the right side is a Maverick, the left side is 2 AMRAAMs. And then the cheek station is AMRAAM at flare to try and balance the weight a little bit. And then a fuel tank centerline. Because they're kind of going up for like CAS and strike support. Like they're supposed to go in there and be able to help you guys with some precision drops.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to cut down on collateral in the town because, Damascus might be in an uproar, but not like the whole city's in an uproar, just the dudes.
Yeah, maybe we don't need to wipe all those civilians off the map. Maybe.
Exactly.
Me and Frost observed earlier, one of the strike targets got hit by, I guess, you or one of the AI.
There's the AI.
The building got blown up and had a destroyed model, but there were like a couple SA-9s that were actually chilling inside of the building and shooting at our fixed wing from it.
Really?
Me and Frost were looking at it very intently, and we were like, okay, so there's definite missile trails coming out of that building. You can't see anything because it's coming from inside the building. Like, the destroyed building model, like, spread out and, like, covered the SA.
Alright, so I'll spread them out a little bit. I'm not right on top of the target.
You also may, like, all the embark guys, honestly, if they're not right together, they have big issues. Like, what I might do, if I want, like, the same look of those guys being, like, around it on patrol, is, like, just make those guys a separate group and make the pickups their own group.
That makes sense.
and maybe reduce the pickup count if that's the case, or keep it the same, but just kind of huddle those guys like in the car park, like right
Yeah.
next to each other.
Yeah, because as it stands, they spawn initially at the presidential palace and then they walk into the zone. So I might just
Yeah,
put them in the pickup zone and just leave them there.
Yeah, don't have them walk anywhere. They're just gonna do stupid shit.
Got it.
I know it's a tall ass. Like, oh, I would like the AI to move here and be sensible. No, not gonna happen. And any group you need to be like an embark, you kind of don't want them to have to go anywhere if you can avoid it. Or if it is a guy, have it be like a guy or two.
Right.
Because the bigger the formation, the warrior it gets.
That makes sense. That's good. Good info.
Yeah. I also really don't like using that infantry model because it looks like dog shit.
You look like
Yeah.
dog shit. Which one looks better?
The M4 Georgia infantry.
Yeah.
They're
We
actually.
get foot of Lebanon working, baby. That's a mission the whole time.
Oh yeah. With the web editor, I was able to dump all the roaming units from my foothold Lebanon into Chiefs, and I'm making the optimization triggers for them while mildly tedious. In a couple hours I can have done.
Yeah, that web editor is
278.
going to be fun. That's going to be.
Basic
It's a-
features in an actual editor, like drag and drop, copy and paste. It's incredible.
So there are some problems with it, and the biggest one is that it doesn't use the maps from in-game DCS. Because as you know, there's some little differences
Whoa.
like where forestry
You
is,
fucking
and where like buildings are and all that between real world
fucking got
DCS.
me.
He got you with the fire.
He got me with the fire. I was like, oh my god, we're up. How do we get on fire? We're just landing at the farm.
But so that's gonna be like if you're trying to do precision stuff, you're just gonna have to do that in DCS. They did, however, just come up with a 3D editor, which basically like you dump some files in DCS and like you run a DCS instance and it does that for you. Like and it's kind of crazy.
Nice.
3D editor would be crazy because honestly, even the DCS maps do not fully grasp what is in 3D space.
Correct. Well, it's implemented right now.
Yeah.
They just did it this morning. But like for a lot of your bulk work or your like general, like okay, I want some guys here and I want it here. Like you can just kind of do that off the cuff pretty easily without having to boot up DCS.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the other stuff, like okay, I need it. But anytime you need to get a lot done, but it doesn't have to be super precise, web editor is going to be the best thing to do. But if you got to get into the details and like the fine work, that's when you're going to want to be in the actual editor.
Makes sense.
All right, I'm ready to lift.
Oh my. Steering for waypoint 2.
Texaco 1-1, Uzi 2-1, request rejoin.
And away we go. Wheels up.
Uzi 2-1,
This is Chaffee around.
1-1, proceed to pre-contact at 21,000 at 300.
I don't think I forgot to rearm my flares, but I didn't use too many.
Rearmed. Who do you think I am, femur? Jesus.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Real. Or famous.
Not
Or
his fault.
famous in Indy.
It's kind of both their fault, but like, not his fault.
Or just yelling at each other like an old married couple.
Simply don't yell. Easy.
Simply bubbling over.
Okay, E90 making all the excuses was not helping though.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, Famer's always described him as like that. It's like, dude.
Like, just take the L. It's okay.
It's a learning
Like I got
experience.
Ugnut that night.
You really have not flown very much in helicopters. Like, it's okay for you to not be amazing.
Like, bro, I literally got stagnant that night, and I wasn't like, oh, well, did it? And I was like, no, I forgot about the tank. I hovered. Rip.
It's also sick,
It-
bro.
I mean, I wouldn't have done that with ketchup in, but you know, I still fucked it.
Well, but you don't learn
Yeah,
anything
scan
from
that
not
for us.
recognizing that you didn't fuck up.
Right. You just go, yep, I did the stupid. I fucked up. It's fine. Life goes on. Like, that's what the review time is for, to go, yep, I did the stupid. Here's how I did the stupid. I will try not to do the stupid. It's amazing. You guys feel better now that you've got a proper loadout? Instead of doing the hellfire shit you were doing earlier?
Well,
Honestly, didn't need it. Limas were fucking missing anyways. You could have done with 8 missiles.
I even missed a couple, so...
Mm-hmm.
we missed around 3 just because the Limas weren't going anywhere near where they should have been going.
Here's the MPRS. Cruising past him.
Bingo, fuel. Bingo, fuel.
I know, Betty. Thank you.
Lima shooting without the FCR has been actually kind of weird.
The FCR implementation just like it's just added a few weird bugs here and there.
That's it. I think the only reason why I didn't, feel too terribly awful about, oh, I forgot the donut, is
Oh, these bugs persist even without the donut. So
got it.
yeah. Like there's
We
like
can get it
80%
done
of the
without the
time where I
donut.
can't even shoot the gun with the HMD. I can waz it, I can look around with it, but I can't fire
I
it.
shoot.
Gun bugs are classic ED. Nixon knows about them.
I'm fucking mad. The Hind doesn't need its gun, right, Pylum?
Hmm.
Why would it need that? It's lame.
Because if you have a human co-pilot and he has fired a missile, if you fire the gun after that, it literally runs away from you. Like,
That's,
I can switch off the gun and it will keep going.
City in front of us.
The round counter will underflow. It's weird. So I think it's like firing more than it thinks it should. It just keeps going. With the old gun bug, I could pull the trigger a couple times or deselect it, and it would stop. Not anymore. It does not work.
All right, tanker. I know I'm 36 miles from home, but
I'm set.
I would like a little sip.
Get scan that town. That's right in our path.
Got something?
No, we have a city in front of us, so just looking.
Ready, pre-contact.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Every time you place it on Apache, the
Report
default
rejoin.
isn't donut on, it's actually donut off. So it's really easy to forget it. Next update, I don't know if it's next update, but some update they're just supposed to let us, like, mount it, unmount, like, with the rear menu or something.
Okay, the tanker is actually in a position where he is no longer doing tanker services. He's crossed that waypoint.
Wow. You gonna make it, back to base?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right there.
It's 28 miles. I got 3,000 pounds. I just wanted an extra 1,000-pound margin.
Ah, the famous lore.
I sleep too much.
It's okay. You missed
alright.
it, but it's actually a really cool mission.
Yeah, we'll actually roll through the TAC view here live on the stream too. That'll be a fun one.
Put a fruit stand.
Yeah, I hit alarm off, not snooze. And then it was 10:30.
Nice.
Well, I want to do that.
That's okay. Hind can carry people. Very good.
I keep saying, you don't have to fence yourself into just logic, Femur. I do have an aircraft capable of doing all of it.
But I like it.
I don't
This
like
is
it.
true.
They're not allowed to do what you like. Get out of my school.
Yes, I mean, how dare you do what you enjoy? You do what the mission demands.
Exactly.
And
You
you'll
have to
refer
fly
to me
this-
as
you have to
General.
Fly this Blackhawk. Oh no.
You'll refer to me as General, and
You
you'll
have to
fly the
sling
Blackhawk
load.
because we are U.S. Army Aviation. Exactly.
You'll sling load the Blackhawk.
Yeah, if you told me CPG for E90 or sling load the Blackhawk, I'd flip a coin.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ.
That
That
bad,
that
huh?
kind of a night, huh?
That night.
You know that
But-
honestly makes me feel a little bit better. That my performance wasn't completely terrible flying the Apache.
No, you did fine. You did absolutely
Honestly-
fine.
Honestly, when you and I were together in the Apache, I feel like I was the one bringing it up to the game. I was still rusty up front, and I didn't call the fight well enough.
Eyes in the Toro.
But you and I weren't
How?
where you.
Sorry. But yeah, no,
You see
it
this
should be
horror.
good.
What?
Plum also doesn't give excuses when he did something wrong.
Honestly,
He just-
I think
That annoyed me after the whole thing, and he's like, "Whoa, but Fever didn't tell me they were." I'm like,
Fever didn't
Bro,
tell
I
me
love when he
to.
started fighting with you about the flight mechanics of the
I was
fucking
like,
Apache.
please.
Oh yeah, it's like I know how the Apache works. Like, no, you don't.
so. Thank you guys for all being there for that. I rage quit and you heard me just disconnect because I was like, I can't anymore. When I got blamed for him getting shot down by the things I called out in the AO, I was like, hold up,
No,
like
no way.
that's enough. So thank you for being there, because I came back after dinner, and I was like, okay, some non-negotiables. This is how this works, and everyone who's good in Coyote was sitting there at that moment in time. Was like, yep, yep, that's how it works. I was like, stop with the excuses. Like, the whole goal is to get better. So don't tell us all that we're wrong, because we usually go make fuck bang bang and kill everything. So you can't be new here and then tell all of us at the same time that we're all wrong. That does not work.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can. I'm just gonna stop listening to you.
Also, like, while Pilot doesn't have much time in the Apache, he knows how attack helicopters should work.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's A, done it before in other sims, and B, been watching me do it for like the last 7 years.
Also, there was a couple
Columbus
of
is
things
classic.
where Columbus asked, how do you want me to roll into this area? And I was like, okay, that makes total sense, because he has in his mind what he wants to do, and he wants to verify it with the more experienced helicopter pilot. How would you like this done? So I go,
It's all-
okay, let's roll on north to south in a racetrack. Okay.
You got it. Here we go.
Exactly.
And that also defers to CPG's, his better view of the area. Because you are doing, mapping out the battle space, figuring out your tactics, while the pilot is, piloting.
Trying to keep the aircraft safe while we do things.
It's almost
Bring me
like there's
around
a
the sky.
there's a reason.
Exactly.
And it's
Almost
not like the
it would take
CPG
way too
is
much
the
fucking brain power to do both.
it's not like the CPG is a dictator, you work as a team.
Right. And it's the same way as
CPG
like
might be a dick, just not a dictator.
That's
it's the same difference as like having a Wizzo in the back seat. Once you actually get into the fight and start setting up for it, the Wizzo runs the fight. He's telling you, all right, I'm marking this target, I'm marking that target, I need you to come from this direction, I need you to go from that direction. And the whole time the pilot in the front seat's like, all right, cool, I got the radar for a minute if you're not using it for the ground stuff. And I'm going to be looking around trying to keep the sky safe. Okay, I need the air-to-ground radar for a minute. All right, cool, here, take it. All right, cool, I got a snapshot. I'm going to work with that now.
Low
You can have the radar
The problem
back.
with
Low
E99 is
altitude.
he doesn't understand the basic tactics of where to place the helicopter to make my life easier, so I'm explaining to him where to put it at all
Exactly.
times.
No, but like, that's
And then
like
and then on
exactly
top
the
of that-
problem.
Is I'm telling him where to put it. I need this thing orbiting west of the AO at mid hilltop level. Okay. Hey, we're south of the AO all along the ground. I need us west mid treetop. Just like repeating that kind of stuff got a little annoying, and then the biggest one for me that just drove me nuts. As I call things out for other helicopters, that is mental flashcards for you to also place into your mind. So hey, we can deal with some angry things, but by the way, the guy that can't deal with the crazy angry stuff, there's stuff off on this side of the battlefield. E90, we got shot down by that stuff. Why'd you fly over there? Well, you cleared me in. Okay. I said you're clear in north to south, but you should also know there's a line of armor off to the west. If that shoots you down, that's a you problem. Well, actually, it's an us problem. But that's a you problem because you should know it's there.
I was working this fight. I expected you to fly in this kind of way because we talked about these things, and you didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, when it was Femur screwed up because he cleared me in and I died, I was just like, disconnect. It's like, we're not speaking the same language here, my friend.
I mean, also,
We were
everyone
ju-
still in
I
the
think we
chat
were
was
just
like, "What the
talking about
fuck?"
it- I think we were just talking about that before the mission, but like the whole when you guys are in a car together and he's telling you how to do stuff, but you're going through the turns of gear faster. That kept ringing in my mind.
Yeah.
What you were missing there, Gleam, was when we were doing Teamwork Thursday, E90 was flying for Femur in the Apache. It did not go
And-
well.
E90 and I met in flight school. E90 is a very accomplished pilot. He's a very nice human being. He's my best friend. But for the love of God, with certain things, it's just I'm E90 and this is how this is going to work, even if it's in my arena. Like, don't tell me how this works. Like, I have more experience than you.
You see the name badge? You're in my world now, Grandma.
Yeah, I got 4 stripes. You will
I
listen.
mean, wasn't he trying to tell me how VRS worked one night?
Oh man, the funniest one that gets me with him is I don't understand how the Strike Eagle works. I'm just like, you don't? You think the Tomcat is easier? You think the older jet from the 70s that doesn't have any of the modernizations of it that a jet from the 80s has is okay. It's all point and click. You just push the buttons and it does the thing.
I think he likes Jester too much to move the Shark Eagle.
I mean, that's
And he
fair.
kept saying like, "Oh," and he's all like, "Oh, I've got George for fun." I'm like, no, you're fucking not.
Oh man, this is cool. I'm taxiing back towards the hangars, and the KC-135 is coming into land. It's just about to touch down. Give me that Boeing
remember your
707
Tarawa
love.
pattern practice there?
I don't remember the exact speeds, but yeah, I mostly remember it.
I'll just do a funky circle and come on the back.
Basically.
Giggity.
That funky monkey.
That is a trick I'm going to have to use more often, I think, is have the tankers go up, do en route tanking, get the escort from the aircraft on the way in,
Go home.
take a station, hold that station for a time, and then start pushing for home. Because that waypoint set worked out beautifully. The only one that was a little squidgy for me was the AWACS, because he apparently was not doing AWACS work, which tells me he probably didn't have the AWACS en route tasking set properly.
Nice.
Did you guys see that freaking boat? I hate that how they run it now.
Yeah.
Have you got to experience that, Plum?
Not yet.
I'll probably move too fast
map,
to notice that.
The map, the map-based ambience tankers now, they will just
They pop in about a click away from you.
They pop in about a click away from you, and they grow from nothing. They'll
Slowly.
Grow it'll be a super small tanker, and it'll grow to full size between 1.5 kilometer.
No,
it's
so
the goofiest thing.
So it's a little bit like having one of those old little dinosaur capsules that you immerse in water and just kind of wow.
It's like that. Now imagine you're flying over the water. You see that you're in VR.
So you got the whole depth perception. You're like,
your
okay,
frame of reference of depth perception is fucked
it
after that.
breaks. It confuses the fuck out of me whenever I see it. I'm like, what the
no, he's 20 miles away. No, he's not. He's like a mile. He's like he's like 100 feet away from
right
me.
in front of me.
Wow.
It almost looks like it's literally flying
yep.
at you. It's great. It's a great time. Wow. I know what they're tanking.
Look, another one.
It'll be interesting to have Loki's child back.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't really think I've ever gotten to work with Loki.
Yeah, no, Loki's good. She's got some good legs under her for taking care of that. Might even see Persephone back, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's fucking
go. Usually when there's a little bit of encouragement, that might inspire more to show up. So, hearts gleam. Welcome back.
So I one time worked with either Persephone or Loki, and it was really nice. It's like, oh my god, there's someone just guiding the whole thing, and not everyone just asking on Encom.
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh, that being said, I was the only helicopter I called for tasking, and they're like, I don't know, just go west. I'm like, cool.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
Well, I call for
Alright.
tasking when I can see 20 clicks away.
Copy.
I am down and clear and wheels locked. I'm gonna watch
We're,
you guys go in.
Yeah, we're close. It's funny, my frigate landings are still far better than my Taro landings. Aim small, miss small, I guess.
You little boys are a little weird, but that's part of their charm.
Yep. Weird, but effective.
As a friend of mine once said, I'm a Russian helicopter pilot. I live to die.
Indeed.
Yeah, we'll figure we'll
As a friend of mine once said, I am gun camera.
I am gun cam.
gun cam man. I have 4 million through. I have 4 million confirmed kills. Gun cam man.
10,000
Really?
liquidated.
I should have my own, like, Spider-Man theme song at this point, to be honest.
Real.
Yeah, you already have one.
You know what you need? What you need is like a picture of Olds. With like his fist in the air, maybe a little bit like J. Jonah Jameson style. I want pictures of Gun Cam Man. That's not bad for a mission time, about an hour and a half.
Enjoyed it. I didn't make myself some coffee like I was planning to, so I just cracked out a Mountain Dew, but close enough.
Correct to Rockstar at the start of this, and I've barely drank it. I've just been hands on stick.
Nice. Oh, dude, I was at the arcade last night, and I saw like a little Pac-Man mug, but like the handle was like the joystick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the mug said he still plays with his joystick, and I was like, I almost want to get this mug because oh my god.
Yeah.
it was pretty good.
Mountain Dew might be greater than coffee for you, but it is the other way around, certainly for me.
Oh no, I'm not saying I prefer it. I'm just
Oh
saying
no,
that's what I had
that's
on hand. Yeah.
what gleamed through down in the chat.
Yeah. I usually make myself like
I'm
rent
not
and beans
enjoying
and make
it.
a.
Honestly, I'm not a big fan of dirt water in any form. It's very bitter.
See, I use some sweet condensed milk and then drip the coffee over with it, make it like a Vietnamese coffee.
It's nice.
I've been Asianified quite a bit,
You don't say.
you know. Yeah.
Comes to the territory.
Giving your fiance, you don't say. I'm shocked by this revelation. Truly shocked.
You do the Asian
I'm
spot.
true. No. Oh, I can though. I was a catcher.
No, I was a catcher. Then I bet yes.
Could not be in the car instead.
For real. For
Why is the Empire wearing a Slytherin scarf?
no, we come around the right side first. Yeah, you remember.
I don't forget things.
I do. That's my job.
I've forgotten more things than other people remember.
Femur forgets stuff from both of us.
You
I
get to the
forgot.
age where the mental plasticity is just not there.
It-
Just information
it-
goes out.
Femur, it's the alcohol.
Take your gray matter out, play with it like some silly putty, put it on some cartoons, and then you'll find it.
Hey, no, I'm not serious.
Alright, fair.
Did we practice heavy lifting? We did it last night. Oh,
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's not good.
cool. That's when I was like, okay, why am I training this guy?
No. Why are you not getting like professional help? Because that's short-term
He's
memory
not an
loss.
alcoholic. Remember, he enjoys it.
Yeah, correct.
He's just a drunk.
He's just a drunk. Because there's a difference.
Yeah, that nuance was lost, I think.
And so that was just like, oh hey, I've heard this before.
Also, I like how I showed up at my holiday party for like minutes telling him we were too drunk to fly here. It's like, the irony is not lost to me, gentlemen, but you're also just too fucking drunk.
self-loading is really too much. Also.
Yeah, that was getting annoying to me. It's like, brother, I know I don't ever take credit for my accomplishments but that's different because I know I can do better. It's not that I don't believe in myself. It's that I know I can do better.
It was the midnight paragraphs that should have been gentle.
Alright, I can actually lower that. What's the altitude of the Tarawa's deck?
70 feet right now.
Okay. Because I was sitting there playing with the trigger last night, going, alright, I want to make sure that I put it here, but, you know, understandably, I can't put it on the ground, because Tarawa sits up a little bit. So it looks for, you know, speed less than 2 knots, and I put altitude less than 75. But, it's probably meters. No, it might actually be feet. There you go.
The altitude in the editor is, well, I mean, I use it in meters, so.
Nice work,
funny.
folks.
It's funny how we use altitude in feet but range in kilometers. Just everything's.
Alright, let me go ahead and roll this on over real quick. As we get set up for some tack view goodness.
You're gonna shut down there, man. Get off the flight line, man.
Not on the flight line, where you need to be.
I like how the wiki page doesn't have a deck height for it.
Like, I know the carriers are like 70 feet. Like the big carriers.
Yeah, 70 seems a little high for Tarawa.
Like, because
It is.
if it was set for 75, Nixon was still probably 20, 30 feet up, so I might drop it down to like 50.
Deck height 28 feet.
Oh, okay, well, there you go. Drop it down to 30 or less. All right, let's go ahead and change over from the game capture to the tack view.
I mean, that's my F2 altitude, though. Like, I'm landed on the Tarawa, and my altitude says 70 feet.
That was mine.
That sounds about right from the radar altimeter reads I was getting before I landed. That was around like 25 meters.
Yeah, that stands to reason.
All right, there we go. I got a local stream going in here too.
There we go. That's good breaks.
Someday DCS will get the altimeter settings correct.
But yeah, actually, I took the time to really build out this carrier experience for our Hornet folks when they showed up. And unfortunately, I only had well, I had Prius for a little bit.
Okay.
But Prius had an emergency and had to go. But for everybody else's benefit, there are aircraft that are already coming back in on recovery, including an AWACS. And I made sure that every one of the aircraft coming in had like a different missile arrangement as if they'd launched weapons.
Nice.
And we're kind of on their way back. But the first Hornets up off the deck is the seed flight. And there's actually 2, for the recovery tanker, there's 2 additional tanker call signs. Or 3, rather. There's 3 call signs. There's Bloodhound, Mauler, and Navy 1. They've actually got George W. Bush's S3 from when he made the one. It's the first time we ever used a Navy 1. So it's kind of interesting.
Oh, the mission accomplished. Yeah.
So the Hornets are taking off. And by that point, if we zoom in here a little bit, strike support Hornets are coming up, and the Tomcats, which are all A-model cats for the cap, are getting themselves lined up. And look, they can actually shoot 1 and 2 together and line up on 3 and 4 and whatnot. They can use all the catapults now.
Can they use the ready room?
No, nobody can use the ready room. Meanwhile,
is that AI that could only line up on the?
No.
Wait,
no.
so you're saying that?
You should be able to line up players now.
Too bad we don't have enough Tomcats to do that.
Well, we've got 2 when they show up. But you know, they're actually using the elevator ramps too to go ahead and park themselves down. Watching the boat traffic because it was fun. Come back out here. actually look at the rest of the mission.
Yeah, Limas were acting real fucky today.
Just another
Unfortunately.
ones of the bug discovery police.
Yep. So this was the zone. This was the zone we were fighting in. Oh, that's right. I actually had more post pickup spawns that didn't spawn because I forgot to turn their trigger on.
Pretty good.
So
Okay.
we'll fix those things and have a little bit more on the way out the door.
I will say it was pretty cool to get pinged by two ZSUs at the exact same time, go back around, come back up, find one, have a track, literally feeding the information to the missile, and then they explode. I was like,
The
all right, cool.
F-16s, the F-16s,
Yeah.
that's where the F-16s got them, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say that rip to the first line M60s, they died before we even got wheels up. They got absolutely obliterated.
Yeah. That was the EWR going up.
Mhm.
Get in here a little close and watch the helicopters do their work. That was nice. That was a good spot.
I'm just running low cover for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was an interesting push. Okay, cool. They did actually push the line, knock a lot of people down. When I originally did this, I had Merkava 4s there, and they just did Merkava things, and that was kind of it. Oh wow, that's a fun
Jesus.
one.
I have to say, any
There was a lot of warnings
T72,
going on.
T90s versus M60s, it's not. That's where the
There was a lot of radar warnings going
They
on.
are only armed with 2 each. I didn't give them triple racks. I didn't want catch up spirit to just rear up and get mad about it.
Jesus.
Yeah, right.
Wow, what was
Here
that
is
F-16
roughly-
doing?
Oh, that we saw it get shot down in the TADS. It was amazing. That's where we found the burning wreck of that building, and everything was like we couldn't see shit.
He was
I'm gonna
coming
get my
in.
face in it.
He was coming in to do a
Hi,
gun
Cake.
run. Yeah.
Hurt.
Wow.
Wow. You're not wrong,
Oh, yeah,
but wow.
That's where we saw all those missiles pop up from that one strike target that was hit.
And then
those
right
missiles were
here,
coming from-
yeah.
Yep, the SA-9 just lit him up like a Roman candle.
Dude, you popped 3 at him? Jesus.
I had time to positive ID the F-16 right before it exploded.
This is where multiple missile trails coming out of the destroyed building were just like, okay, so that destroyed building is actually firing missiles. The SA-9 was like stuck in the rubble.
He might have been a little too close, and knowing that, I'll spread him out a little more.
That's awesome.
Fucking Limas, man. Ugh.
We're looking here to try to find the SA-9. We're like, oh god, it's actually
Bang! That was the BMP-2 that got destroyed.
I think we just gun the rest, and then Bob's your uncle from there.
more AGMs.
Yeah.
Maverick time.
And here comes JDAM Death,
Boop, 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 boop.
as all 3 of the
Cool.
strike targets are.
Total JDM death.
I just kind of get up into an orbit up here. I was like, oh, hey, I saw dead tanks. Didn't bomb the friendly ones, though, so.
We did not want to be on the receiving end of that. Jesus.
Infantry groups are like, please no. Oh. Oh, what happened there? What does this guy do?
What did he drop on him?
Oh my god.
What's up, High Alpha?
126 knots.
What is he doing?
Here, hold this JDAM.
He drops a GPU.
This
Need
is
to lose
actually the
the
most
weight, bro.
accurate. This is the most accurate simulation of a Hogget F-18 you've ever seen.
Oh my god.
He does a High Alpha pass and just mushes into the ground.
That's why I had to drop the JDAM. I had to lose the weight, man.
Like what?
It's almost like he drops the JDAM, breaks his wing loading, has no airspeed to make up for it, and then just
Blonk.
That was some hot shots fired through. I'm losing control. I'm losing.
Oh my god. The worst part is, I would love to make fun of the AI, but I've seen so many people do that on public servers. That's just like,
yeah,
yeah,
I know,
that's
me
just,
too. It's just it's working as intended. That's where the AI model comes from. And
Exactly.
At this point, I completed enough orbits watching what was going on. You guys had made your pickup, and we're now outbound. And at this point, the AWACS and everybody else was like, all right, cool, it's time to go home. And the cat fighters waited their additional 10 minutes before they started going home. I was like, please, I want gas.
Exactly.
Please.
Help
But then,
me, Arco.
right about here is when Texaco hits the last waypoint, and his next waypoint in sequence is to go land, so he tucks the boom back up. But I couldn't see it till I got to here, and he's got, the whole tail up and everything else. I'm like, ready pre-contact? No.
No pre-contact.
Please pre-contact?
No can. No
All
can
right,
do.
fine.
Man, please pre-contact.
Enable.
Fine. I'll go
Boom
home
stuck.
then.
Boom stuck. Please.
I beg you.
I beg you.
I was like, you know what? I'll cut you guys off.
Get you guys up, make for the straight in. Boop.
Oh, yeah, at that point, everybody was coming home. Let's go take a look at the boat. See how the boat did.
Boat.
Oh,
Boat did boat things.
Yep, it's a recovery tanker.
one of the
Okay.
recovery tankers of all time.
One of the tankers in history.
Now, this part I don't understand. Oh, no. All right, I get it now. They arrive at point 4 behind the boat.
Try to bomb the Burke with their fuel tanks. Nice.
And then
We don't need these
immediately
tanks.
roll back out and get cleared for the initial. Oh my god, they actually fly a case 1. The AI is flying a proper case 1. With a bolter.
Wow.
Whoa, the AI actually boltered? Is that what?
It's either a bolter or a wave off. But they all came down. And the Tomcat cap was making its way home. Kind of want to see what the F-15s, how that fight went while I was screaming over the top of desert there. Because here I am. I'm picking up the radar and everything else, but I'm 100 feet off the deck. And I'm just like, no, I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, wow.
Jesus.
I never saw that radar even light me up because I had the hill in between me and it, but they done killed it as I was getting there. Good timing, Seed Flight. Really good timing. But yeah, no, they had a little force coming up. They had 4 MiG-29s and 4 MiG-23s. One of the 23s was, I don't know, being a hero or something. Wow. Didn't even have a chance. What's he doing?
I am in the Syrian Air Force. I will take on the entire U.S. Air Force. Oh, God! They all turned around. He was chased. He was like, I'm behind all of them.
I'm trying to figure out why this guy shot. Because that is awfully close to the person in front of him.
Oh, God, no!
Please.
Please, no.
Oof.
It's a near midair. I don't know, maybe just from that angle.
Well, I'm sure it's probably still a near midair. Gonna bring the scaling down. Turn these tags off real quick too. 5,000 feet from him, 600 feet from him.
Ooh. Ooh. Jesus. Like 245, yeah.
Wait, wasn't there 3 F-15s?
There still are.
Okay, that one's fucked off over there.
And the MiG-23 is now injured by an AMRAAM and decides he's had enough. So I think what I'll do is I'll add some additional aircraft spawns for version 2 of this mission. Fix the trigger so it actually spawns the rest of the people who should meet you on the way out the door. Because there are some other groups there that should be doing that. And, you know, give you a little bit longer flight like you asked for.
It's
Some very
something along the
similar
same
groups.
route.
Yeah, along the same route, but, you know, move your fart back, you know, like out to here or something on the other side of the hill.
Yeah.
Like over here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, your FARP is right here.
So
it'd be like,
we're not like fucking point
like
blank
here.
on the objective and all that.
That's good, though. Overall, that was about an hour and a half's worth of flying. Those streams a little shorter today, but nothing wrong with that. Glad we had a good trip with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll make some mission edits. So let me go ahead and mute up here in Discord real quick. I'll close things out. And then I'll get to work on that. And we'll see what we can do there with that and see where the rest of the day goes. Probably get some mech warrior time in too. But thanks for flying, folks. Thanks for hanging out. A lot of fun. Alrighty, folks. Closing things out here for the morning here. A little bit earlier than usual, but, you know, the mission was complete. We even did a TAC view debrief afterwards, watched the things happen. No fatalities, which was good, and the mission was complete. So, thumbs up to all of those things. I appreciate all my followers and subscribers, especially the new ones that we picked up today. Looking at you there, Simon Bruh, from a couple hours ago. Appreciate that. But if subscriptions aren't your thing, I understand that too. You can always buy me a coffee. You can do that on coffee.com/PylumJRomar. You can catch this and other VODs on the YouTube channel there at youtube.PylumRomar. And for our upcoming streams, we have the Classic Games and MechWarrior stream on Monday, all time specific there. So we're looking at 6 p.m. start time for MechWarrior 5. Going to be continuing on with the campaign that Faye's been running there for us. And then Classic Games, we're doing more time with Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. As much as it pains me to say that that's a classic game, it still kind of qualifies. So we're going to run with it. It's going to be a good time. And that starts at 9 p.m. Pacific. After that, we got our Friday night streams with Arma 3. This week, we're going to have iHort running something. So that should be a lot of fun. That's at 6 p.m. on Friday night. And as you just watched, we got DCS Saturday morning starting at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Where I either put together some kind of a strike mission or something similar for the folks, try and fly with the boys and see what all's going on there. And if nobody's available, try and fly one on my own. And occasionally we go hit places like the Gray Flag server or even our own. Just kind of depends on the mood there, but that's at 9 a.m. on Saturdays. Appreciate everybody being up and following me on this one here today. Hope everybody had a good time watching it. If you got questions or anything along those lines or want to learn more about the F-15 and all of that, you can always let me know. Reach out to me there, and we'll get to take care of that. But as always ask for consent, communicate as best you can with your partners, and try to be genuinely decent human beings. And we'll catch up with you later on. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a good night.